Types of material, second part. Yes, we were in the last class, we were talking about soaps and detergents. Can I have your videos on, please?
Emma, can you just give me a minute?
Yes, we were doing soaps and detergents. We saw how soap is formed or how sodium salt of acid is formed. Okay, then we saw how detergents, how soaps have chains, and same way detergents also consist of a long chain of carbon atom. One end is polar. Polar end dissolves in water while non-polar end attaches itself to dust. Then thus the dust goes to the water by soap and detergent. So detergents help to keep us clean, but at the same time they pollute the environment. How? Some detergents are biodegradable while others are not. Biodegradable means that microorganisms decompose them. Detergents, we do not get decomposed or washed down into the water bodies along with it. So such polluted water is harmful for plants and animals. Okay, this is the soap particles. Okay, when we put them in the water, then this is them putting in the water. And the black thing that is there is the dirt. Okay,
Ma'am,
then yes.
ma'am, I sent you a video, ma'am. Remember yesterday, last on Friday?
Yeah, you sent me a video. Okay, let's check out the video. Can you do a reshare, Abraham?
Okay, ma'am, sure. I just have to find it.
Yes. Please reshare. I was telling that these are soap particles going into water. Then this is dirt that is in the lower level of the water. Hello, Emma. Good morning. Then
Hello,
in
ma'am.
the
Sorry, I was late. My laptop was not working well. I had to take another laptop.
okay, it's okay, Emma. No problem. Please turn on your videos, Emma and Anna. Yes. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
yes.
Well,
So there are in the soap particles, there are two parts. Okay, it's polar end and non-polar end. So this outside portion, if you can see, okay, outside portion, if you can see, and then the inside portion of it is
Running a business is a game.
polar end. What happens to this polar and non-polar end? That the dirt attaches itself to the non-polar end. Okay, the dirt attaches itself to it, while the polar end it dissolves in water. Okay, so that is how this soap particles work. Have you send me the link, Abraham?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Okay, I got it. Yes.
Ma'am, do you know how like soap kills like viruses such as the COVID-19?
How does soap kill viruses like COVID-19?
Ma'am, so they have like a virus has a thick structure outside. So the soap, their particles, the ones that don't like water, they go and they try to punch into the virus, and then after some time, the virus breaks apart and all its organs come out. And after it's broken, then the soap form clusters on all of the other like
Mhm.
parts of the virus, and then when you wash your hand, it goes away.
Yes, Abraham, that's right explanation. That's what happens when it takes away the oceano viruses. Let's watch the video.
Soap molecules can break down grease, grime, and even germs. A soap molecule has a head and a tail. It has a head that loves water, known as hydrophilic, and it has a tail that hates water, known as hydrophobic. When we place soap in water and create that lather, the soap molecules form into these little beads called micelles. If we take a closer look at a micelle, we see the water-loving heads on the outside of the beads closest to water and the water-hating tails on the inside of the beads keeping away from water. When cleaning a surface, the water-hating tail will attach to anything to get away from water. So when it finds grease and dirt on the surface, it surrounds and latches onto the dirt. And as we apply friction by scrubbing, it pulls it from the surface, causing it to float around in the soap solution. Then when you rinse the surface off with water, the grease and grime are then washed away.
Understood how it works? How soaps and detergents take away the dirt?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the hydrophobic part attaches itself to the dirt, dust particles, okay, and then it is the whole thing is removed when we wash it with water. Okay, now then we have fertilizers and pesticides. Now, in order to get high crop yield, fertilizers and pesticides are being used at a large scale. Do you know what is in the fertilizer that provides good yield? So, when we use fertilizers for crops, they work as a good thing for them. The crops we get more produce, okay, we get healthy crops and all. How is that? How exactly does that work? So there is the composition of fertilizers given here. Okay, what fertilizers have? The first thing given is nitrogen. Nitrogen is essential for the growth of plants and protein synthesis that takes place in them. Fertilizers contain nitrogen in the form of ammonium nitrate, ammonium phosphate, ammonium sulfate, and urea. All these substances are soluble in water. Roots of the plant absorb these substances when they are dissolved in water. Then there is phosphorus. Fertilizers also have phosphorus. It is essential for the development of plant roots. Then they also have potassium, which is important for the flowering in plants. It is used as potassium sulfate. Okay, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are the three components of fertilizers that are used. Then comes, yes, Abraham.
Ma'am, potassium, I think also phosphorus is very reactive to water.
They are reactive, Abraham, but they are not used in that reactivity form. Okay, they are not used in their original form. Okay, but they are like really diluted
Well,
and
like
all. Okay, they are mixed with. Yes, Abraham.
so, like they keep it like
But
potassium sulfate, so potassium doesn't react that much because it's mixed with another substance.
yes, yes, Abraham. Yes. That's right. Okay. Okay.
Ma'am,
Then we have, yeah.
ma'am, is liquid nitrogen bad for the plant? Like if somebody just poured it on the plant, would the plant die?
Is liquid nitrogen bad for the plant? I think it has to be in the right composition. Okay, nitrogen, liquid nitrogen, I think directly if you pour to the plant, then it might not have a good effect on the plant. Okay, it might not be helpful to the plant, but if you put in the plant the right amounts of ammonium nitrate, phosphate, sulfate, and urea, okay, make it into a soluble solution and then put it in the plant, then it's going to be helpful for the plant.
No, ma'am, I mean, it will definitely like it could kill the plants because it's so cold.
I think it will be harmful for the plant and it might as well kill the plant in its original form, liquid nitrogen. Okay. Then similarly, there is another thing known as pesticides. What is a pesticide? It is such, you can say, a powder. It can be in powder form, it can be in liquid form. Pesticides is such a, you can say, chemical or a substance that helps in killing the pests and weeds in the crops. Okay, that helps in killing if there are any insects in the crops, if there are any weeds in the crops. Then when we spray the pesticides, it helps us kill them. Okay, now pesticides protect humans and plants from diseases and are also beneficial for their health. Pesticides are classified in different groups on the basis of the type of organisms they help to prevent. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I have a question about the sentence. Pesticide protects humans and plants from many diseases and can also be beneficial to their health.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, DDT is a pesticide, right, ma'am?
Yes, Abraham. It's a pesticide.
So, ma'am, DDT killed so many animals, then they were affected by the plants, and the food chain was affected, and we still don't know what DDT can do to humans.
Mm-hmm. That is why DDT was like banned. Okay, that is why its usage was stopped. Okay, DDT is like not really used anymore because it's very harmful for animals. Okay, mostly pesticides that should be used should not harm the other animals. Okay, it should not cause that damage. Okay, so DDT also they should be decomposed. Okay, also they should be able to decompose, otherwise it will harm the environment. Okay, it's going to harm the animals and everything. Okay, so pesticides should be decomposed. Pesticides should not harm the animals.
Yeah,
Okay.
and some of the pesticides also harm humans, and it's not beneficial to their health.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Beneficial to their health in such a way that when the crops will do well, okay, when the crops will do well without any insects or anything, then we will get to eat the good produce, okay, without pests and all. And in that way, like it's helpful, not directly, but indirectly.
but ma'am, then another complication arises. The chemicals in the pesticide. The chemicals in
Yes.
the pesticide enter the food chain of the plant. Like, suppose, let's say, not of the plant, but like it comes on the fruit, and then it forms a thick layer that is not able to be washed away, and we eat that. Suppose it's an apple, and we eat that
Hmm.
apple, and suppose the chemicals are dangerous. I mean, like it used something that could kill us, or and we eat that we should not take in our body. We eat, and then we can die.
That is true, Abraham. Some pesticides are very harmful, and if like they have a layer formed with the fruit or vegetable, and we consume it, and it's not able to come out after washing, then it can be harmful for humans also. That is why it is suggested to use organic pesticides. Okay, like chemical pesticides are really not suggested to use. They suggest to use better composition pesticides, which are not really chemical but made up of natural substances, organic substances. That is going to do the same thing, but it's not harmful to the health of animals, not harmful to the health of humans. Now, what are some different types of pesticides that are used? Is bactericide, that is used to control bacteria in the crops, fungicides, that is used to control fungus and molds, insecticides, that is used to control different types of insects, rodenticides, used to control organisms like rats and grasshoppers, then herbicides, which is used to control unwanted plants called weeds. Pesticides have been used for a long time. About 2000 years ago, arsenic and its compounds were used as insecticides. During the Second World War, some other organic pesticides and insecticides were discovered, which proved to be more effective than organic insecticides like arsenic. Arsenic is an example of an organic uh, insecticide. Inorganic insecticide. Two important qualities in these. There were two important qualities in this pesticides. Firstly, they were helpful in the prevention of pests even in the very little amount, and secondly, they were less harmful to humans and other organisms as well as plants. Then after arsenic, people started using DDT. Okay, DDT was started in 1939 to prevent insects and mosquitoes that spread malaria. During World War II, it was used extensively for protecting the soldiers from pests. People were very impressed by it, and the use of DDT increased day by day. But gradually, pests and mosquitoes became accustomed to it. Yes, Abraham?
Ma'am, I read some, not read, I saw a video about DDT and or I must have read in the book. But it said that when DDT was being sprayed in America, the parents of the children of America, they told their children that when you see DDT sprayed, you should go and stand in there, and like it would be sprayed on the beach every day, and they like it would be full fledged.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Abraham, it is true that it was excessive use of it. There was excessive use of DDT, okay, and but then it was later it was like discovered that DDT is like harmful also, and then it was like they become accustomed to it, this insects and mosquitoes, and then it was found out that it does not get decomposed.
Ma'am,
So yes,
the main awareness for DDT Rosa Cohen, a person I think wrote a book named Silent Killer. So
okay.
the people read this book, Silent Killer, people were, after some time the ban on DDT started to happen.
Okay,
The first book
that's
raising awareness that DDT is bad. I think so.
I'll look into it, but that's some interesting fact. Yes. Then they pose serious danger to other organisms, humans, and plants. Hence, many nations impose total ban on DDT. What nations? Then there are some other um, pesticides are there, okay, which are less harmful than DDT, such as algin, heptachlor, paraffin, malathion, etc. And they also get decomposed easily. That is why they are used in many places. In this way, we see that the chemical substances that are beneficial for us may prove harmful to the environment, so we should use them wisely and reduce our needs. Okay. Then let's try out in text question 7.3. Yes, Abraham.
I disagree with what they said in the last sentence. Because it's saying that in this say we can see that chemical substances that are beneficial for us may prove harmful to the environment. So we must use them wisely and reduce our needs. But ma'am, like if it's affecting the environment, then it's going to do something to affect us. Like if it's going to affect animals, then slowly it will catch up to us and we'll also get terribly affected. Such as inorganic ones like aldrin. If somebody wants to play aldrin, you don't know what chemicals aldrin has and what it could do to your body. It's like if the amount of them on your food. And like if they sprayed in flour, so then when the flour forms, the pesticide is in the flour, so you can't even wash it away. So then it's not only it's unbeneficial to us and the environment.
That's true, Abraham. So that is why it is good to read about the pesticide that you are going to use and select a good pesticide that does not harm the environment. It should be decomposed easily. Its components should not harm the soil. Also, its components should not harm the plants. Okay, the environment around the other animals. All of those factors should be considered when we buy a pesticide. Okay, also the methods that we use for pesticides, the methods that we use to put pesticides in the plants. Sometimes it is sprayed over the whole field with helicopters. It's sprayed with helicopters in the air, which is I consider is not a good method to spray a pesticide because it directly goes in the air. A lot of insects and birds fly in the air. Okay, and then it is like it will fall everywhere on the field. Okay, on the flower, on the leaves, and everywhere. Okay, instead it's better if you put it on the stem directly. Okay, put it on the stem part or that portion of the plant or crops which is more prone to pests. Okay, if you just put it there, then it is better. Spraying with helicopter causes some damage to the environment. If it is a pesticide with a lot of chemicals, it's gonna cause damage to the environment. Okay. Then,
Ma'am,
yes.
when my father wanted to do like he wanted to grow some plants at home, so that like he developed a system for aquaponics where there were a lot of pests coming and they wanted like to destroy the plants. So in the system, my father put like a bug trap which was very sticky. So whichever bug would come, it would come and get trapped over there. And every 2-3 weeks or months, he would change the trap. And then he would put neem oil for the plants
Okay.
and the bugs or water it.
Okay. That's amazing idea, Abraham. Trap, sticky trap for insects is a good idea. Definitely. Okay, to prevent them from damaging the crops. That is a great idea, actually. So, yes, there can be other things that can be done. Okay. Also, when the pesticides are released directly into the soil, they also damage the soil, the capacity of soil, the nutrients of soil that it has. It provides damage to that too when your pesticides and fertilizers, chemical ones, are directly put into the soil. Okay, so that thing is also there. So that is why we should carefully use our fertilizers and pesticides. People nowadays, some people who are actually caring about these things, they make their own fertilizers at farms. Okay, with the compost and everything, they make their own fertilizers. So that is a good thing that can be done organic. Okay, pesticides also, good ones can be brought. Okay, organic ones can be purchased and then they can be used wisely. Okay, then let's start with 7.3. Emma and Anna, can I have your videos on, please?
The first one is polythene is a polymer made of ethylene units.
Yes, Abraham. Polythene is a polymer.
Polymer made of ethylene units.
Yes, made of ethylene units. Anna, are you there?
Ma'am, number 2. Soaps are mainly prepared by naturally occurring fat or acids.
Yes. Right. Nitrogen is essential for the dash of plants.
Fertilizers of
Ice of plants.
What did you say, Emma?
Ma'am, you're talking about question number 3, right?
Ma'am,
Yes.
fertilizers of plants.
It can be growth, I'm thinking.
Ma'am, growth, yeah, ma'am, it's growth. Nitrogen is essential for the growth of plants. It's written.
Yes.
For
It
the
is
growth of plants.
growth of plants. Growth. Yes, Abraham.
Ma'am, second. See, fifth. See, fourth. Pesticides kill unwanted bugs.
Growth.
Growth.
Unwanted bugs
Bugs.
or insects. Okay.
Nitrogen.
Then, what's the difference between thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics?
Can I say?
Yes.
The difference between thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics is that thermoplastics can be melted again and reused, while thermoplastics, once melted and set, cannot ever be melted again and cannot be melted again.
Yes, Ibrahim, that's right. Thermoplastics can be melted again and can be given a new
Reused.
form.
And it can
Yes.
be reused, and thermosetting plastics, they are once you have used them once, it cannot be reused.
Yes, Emma, that's right. Yes, Anna, we do have math today. Okay. Yes. Then, why does soap not form leather in hard water?
What's lather? Like, ma'am, bubble.
Lather, yes.
It is because of the high concentration of calcium,
Yes.
sodium.
Yes. Yes, because hard water has a high concentration of calcium, and that is why it is unable to, soap is unable
Yeah,
to form
the soap
lather.
is not able to react to
Yes.
create lather.
Yes. Okay. Can you tell any three substances present in fertilizer?
Calcium and magnesium.
Yes, that is right, Abraham. So, with this we did 7.3. Today's homework is try out some questions of some back questions. Okay, try out some back questions.
Ma'am,
And yes, Emma.
yeah, by the way, the exam point 2, no? for some reason I'm not able to open. Like I can see it, but there's no real link. Can you like resend it so I can do it?
Say again, Emma. I didn't get it.
Ma'am, so the exam which you just sent some days back, the maths one, the new one, that one I cannot open the link for some reason. Like it's not open. Can you resend it so I can do it?
Yes, Emma. Yes, surely. I'll send you. If the link is not, a PDF is not opening, I'll take screenshot of the paper and then I'll send it to you in photo form.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so it will open easily. Okay. Now, we're going to do the test doubts.
Ma'am,
Yes, Abraham.
what about break?
What about break? Okay, 2 minutes break for y'all. Okay, only 2 minutes. Be back in 2 minutes, okay? Hi, Nathaniel. Good morning.
Ma'am, we can go for break.
Yes, Anand. 2 minutes break. Okay, let's begin. Hope you all are there. Turn on your videos. Okay,
Ma'am, can
so
you just wait 2 seconds? I'm just finishing breakfast and then I'll turn it on.
okay, Emma. Sure. Now for the test doubts, tell me if there are any doubts in the test papers that I sent you all.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Abraham and Nathaniel.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so there was one question that I had given y'all in the test. Okay. 1 minute, let me just open it. This question where you were given HCF of two numbers, where you were given the HCF of two numbers, which was 128 Then LCM of two numbers was given, which was 14976. Then first number you were given, or one number you were given, which was how much? 1664. We had to calculate the second number. Second number we had to calculate. So for this question, we know that the product of HCF and LCM, the product of HCF and LCM is equals to the product of my first number and second number. Okay. Then in this formula, I can put my values. 128 is the HCF. LCM is 14976 equals to first number is 1664 multiplied by second number. Okay. Now, what we do when we need to find out the second number, we will take this 1664 below 128 into 14976. Okay, how? Second number equals to 128 into 14976 divided by 1664. Okay, divided by 1664. Then what we do? We can directly cancel here also if you are able to cancel, since all of them are even numbers. Or you can multiply 14976 with 128. So we will get 1916928 divided by 1664. And when you divide it, you are going to get your second number, which is 1152. Okay, this is how we solve these kind of questions. Okay, this is how we solve. Now, I want you all to do the correction of all the questions that you got wrong. Okay, solve the correction. Okay, and then send it to me. Make a PDF and send it to me. Okay, Abraham, Nathaniel, and Emma, all the questions that were wrong, do it again. Okay, do it again and send it to me. Nathaniel, is there any doubt in HCF and LCM prime factorization?
Not really.
Not really. You try it out today. Okay, try out those questions again today. Okay, check out how we did the previous questions in class, then do it again. Okay, send it to me. If there's any doubt, I can explain again, Nathaniel. Okay, let me know tomorrow. All right. If there's any doubt in the HCF, LCM, or prime factorization. Okay, because these are very basic and you have to learn them. You have to learn how to do these, because further when we are going to do more high level questions, this base will be there to help out. Okay, so you need to clarify every doubt. Okay, anything else, Abraham? Yes.
The second chapter, ma'am, is my question. That
Second chapter. Let me open second chapter paper.
when I was doing the chapter test, yeah, ma'am,
Yes, then
there was this unneeded and. I didn't understand why. It was like and it. I solved the question because I didn't understand what the and was.
okay, last part.
Yeah, ma'am.
I understood the and. Yes, unnecessary. Even I don't know where that came from. Maybe a typing error or something. But yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Okay, if you just did it, then that's fine. Okay, when are you gonna turn in the chapter 2 maths chapter 2 test paper? Nathaniel haven't turned it yet, right?
Ma'am, so I'll since I didn't do it yet, I'll try to turn it in by just tomorrow or today, night maybe.
Okay, Emma.
I'll
Sounds
do
good.
the test right away.
Okay. Today or tomorrow sounds good. Okay, Nathaniel, you too. Today or tomorrow, submit the paper. Okay. Anna, you submit after you come back. Okay, but make sure that you do the paper and submit me. Okay. I'm giving you time since you are going to be out, but when you're back, you do the paper and submit. Yes. Okay. Then we were doing lesson 3, square roots and cube roots. Let's move forward with that. 1 minute. Then we started algebra chapter, right? We started algebra lesson, and I was telling you all about like and unlike terms that we did in the previous class. What are like terms and what are unlike terms? Now I am going to give you all some questions, okay? Like some sentences, and you all have to give me their variables. Okay, you have to express them in the form of variables. Okay, so question is, write them in the form of numbers and variables. This is Z, okay? do this and then let me know once you are done, so I'll ask. I'm done on your videos, Emma, Abraham.
Ma'am, the first question is add two variables P and Q, right?
Yes,
P and 9, right?
Yes, P and Q, Emma.
Q, ma'am.
Yes, Q.
Okay.
Videos on, please.
Okay, ma'am.
All of you.
It's P and Q or P and 9, ma'am.
P and Q.
Thank you.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, Natalia.
The second question is subtract 2 from Z or 2?
Yes. No. Subtract 2 from Z.
Okay. Done, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Abraham and Anna, you all are there?
Ma'am, I just gone to the washroom, ma'am. What is this for?
Yes. So this is you have to express in the form of numbers and variables. Okay? Like in the form of expressions. These sentences.
Ma'am, one expression, right?
Yes, one expression. One more minute and then we'll discuss.
Ma'am, further, so if we are talking, like, for the first one, can you, show one just to, understand? Because I don't understand what we are doing. As in, do we have to show the sum? How we are going, what is the sum going to be?
Add two variables P and Q. You just have to express it in the form of number and variable. Two variable P and Q means P and Q are two variables that we have to add. So the expression becomes P plus Q.
Okay, like that, ma'am.
Yes, like
And
that.
I have got everything.
Yes, you don't have to solve this further because these are only expressions. These are not equations.
You're just
Okay?
we're just telling how we're going to write the expression.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. I'm done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's discuss them. Nathaniel, what will be the second one? Subtract 2 from Z.
2Z.
2Z. Sure about that. Subtract 2 from Z.
Ma'am, can I say
Emma?
2 minus Z? No,
Try
actually
again.
Z minus 2.
Yes. Z minus 2. Z minus 2. Third one, Abraham, add 3 to the product of 7 and 2. Z. 7 and Z.
7Z plus 3.
Very good. 7Z plus 3. Why 7Z? Because when a number and a variable are in multiplication, like 7 into Z, we put them together and it becomes 7Z. Okay, so 7Z plus 3. Add 3 to the product of 7 and Z. What will be the product? 7Z plus 3. Okay. Fourth one, Nathaniel. Multiply x by 3 and subtract 2 from the product thus obtained.
Ma'am, can I say?
Ma'am, would it be
Yes,
1x? Would it be 1x?
it will be
1x?
1x. See, Nathaniel, first understand the question. In these questions, we don't have to solve them. Okay, no solving part right now because there are two things, Nathaniel. One is known as expression of algebra and another is known as equation. Okay, expression means that we are given a sentence and we have to explain it using number and variable. Okay, we have to express it or write it down using number and variable. Whereas in equation, it is a complete set of numbers and variables where you have to find out what variables are missing. What is the value of x? What is the value of y or z? That is an equation. Right
Ma'am, can
now,
I?
what we are doing is known as expression. Means that you only have to express these sentences in the form of x or y and numbers. You don't have to solve them. Okay, give another try, Nathaniel.
So would the answer be 3x multiplied by 2?
3x minus 2. Yes, that is the answer. Okay, that is the answer. 3x minus 2. Because we multiply x and 3, how much it becomes? 3x. And then from it we subtract 2, so 3x minus 2. Yes, Anna, the last one. Divide the difference of p and q by 3. Anna, Emma,
P minus Q over 3.
very good. P minus q over 3. Okay. Why? Divide the difference. Difference means minus. So p minus q and divide by 3. So upon 3. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
And is the board visible? Am I visible also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, guys. So
Ma'am,
next
but
up,
your
that will,
screen is frozen.
my screen is frozen.
Yeah.
1 minute. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 1 minute, y'all. Just give me one. Okay. So next up that we are going to do is that you are going to give me the coefficient of some terms. Just give me 1 minute. Let's do this. And then in a minute, we are going to discuss it.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Can you all see the whiteboard?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I say?
Okay, first one. Yes, tell me the first one.
-3.
Very good. -3. Okay. Nathaniel, second one. Yes, Nathaniel. What will be the second one?
5.
Very good. 5. Emma, third one.
Ma'am, 3/5.
3/5. Very good. 3/5. And then we have the Anna left. Okay. Abraham, fourth one. 7.5 M.
7.5.
7.5. Yes. 7.5. So this is how we work this out. Okay. Whatever term we have. Okay. The number part in it will become its coefficient. Okay. The number part in it automatically is going to become its coefficient. Okay. Hope that was clear to you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good. Now, I'm going to give you all terms, some terms, and you have to identify like and unlike terms out of them. Okay.
Ma'am, are you saying anything?
Yes, Emma.
Ma'am, you logged out.
Yeah, there is some problem with my mobile device. It's just like hanging a lot and keeps shutting down. Do this question.
Ma'am, done.
Okay. Try another one. Just do this and then I'll give it back. So,
Yes, ma'am. What did you say?
I said that try out this one
Okay, ma'am.
and then I'm Give me your one.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, done.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so the first one, what are like terms? Abraham,
Ma'am, 2x x upon 4.
2x and x upon 4 are like terms. Very good. And what are the unlike terms?
5z 3t. Minus 5z 3t.
Minus 5.
Yes.
Ma'am, minus 5z and 3t.
Yes, these are unlike terms. Now, Nathaniel, what are the like terms in the second question?
Um, 1 above 4.
And
Um, 1 above 2.
why 1 upon 2?
No, wait, ma'am, I think it's 1 minus 1 above 3.
Why
Can
minus 1 upon 3?
I
One second, Abraham and Emma. Okay, Nathaniel, tell me what are like terms? What are like terms?
Uh, I don't know how
What
to explain
similarity?
it. Yeah,
Okay,
I
what
don't know how to
similarity
explain
does
it.
terms? You don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
So just to remind you of it, like terms are the terms which have same variable. Okay, different numbers, whatever numbers, but variable should be same. Means that 2x and x upon 4. Okay, both are having x. Okay, both are different values, numbers are different, but both are having x in common. So that is like term. Okay, like 3t and 8t. Okay, or minus 8t. 3t and minus 8t. One number is 3, one number is minus 8. But what is common? T is common in both. Variable is the same. So that is going to be like terms. Now take a look and tell me the second one. What are like terms? What two are like terms?
1 above 4 and 2 above 3. 1.
How can M and Y be like terms, Nathaniel? Because M is a different variable.
Okay, I see now.
Y is a different variable. Yes, Ibrahim.
1/4 m and m.
Yes.
Can I also say?
1/4. Yes, Emma.
Ma'am, 1/4 M and M because both of them are having M.
Yes, 1/4 M and M are like terms because both of them are having M. And what are unlike ones now?
Ma'am, B minus 1/3A and 2/3y and 1/2z.
Yes. B and minus 1 by 3A, 2 by 3y, and 1 by 2z are all unlike terms. Okay. Now got the difference between like and unlike terms? Okay, Anna, you can leave now.
Thank you,
Bye,
ma'am.
Anna. Okay, bye. See you tomorrow. Okay, understood now the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Nathaniel, written? We are going to stop here today. Okay. Tomorrow we will continue the rest.
Okay, ma'am.
What to do today is that the question that you got wrong in the test. Okay. Questions that you got wrong in the test, you need to redo them. Okay. Do them again as a correction
Okay, ma'am.
and post it to me. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then that's all for today. See you all tomorrow.
Bye,
Have a
ma'am.
good day. Bye bye.